In each of these cases, the cations are going to be type 2 cations. That is, they're in the middle of the periodic chart. So they'll be in this area here, which means we won't be able to predict the charge on these guys just by looking at the periodic chart. The only way I can figure out what the charge on each of these cations is by knowing what the charge on the anions is and working them out that way. Alright, so we're going to look into that right now. So looking at the first one, we've got CuCN2. So if I drew a picture of that, it would be 1 copper and then 2 CNs. And again, you've got these parentheses here with the 2 on the outside telling you there's 2 of these CN groups. That means the total charge there is going to be -1 on each CN. I get that off the polyatomic ion sheet where here it is, cyanide, CN minus. That means the total negative charge here is -2. Total positive charge has to be +2 to match this one, which means that the copper is going to have a 2+ charge. The only way I knew that is by figuring this out. So the name of this is going to be copper 2 cyanide. And again, I get the name just by looking at the ions that I've got here. I've got copper 2, that's from the 2+, that's where the 2 comes from, and cyanide, named for one of these anions here. Alright, so that's that one. Next one, FeSO4. That's one Fe, one SO4 group. Again, if there were more SO4s, I would have had that in parentheses. So I've got one Fe, one SO4. So I look over here, SO4. Alright, that's a -2 charge. Total charge, -2. Total positive charge, +2, so that they match. 2+ on the ion. The name of this, iron 2 sulfate. The sulfate comes from the name down here. And again, it's just the name of each of these single ions. Alright, the next one. CrSO3. So that's 1 Cr, 1 SO3. Charge on SO3, there we go, -2. Total negative charge, -2. Total positive charge, +2. Chromium, +2 to match that one. And now we're going to figure out the name. It's going to be chromium 2 sulfite. Alright, and the sulfite comes from down here, of the name here. So chromium 2 sulfite is the name of this one, and again the ions we use are just the single ions that we're talking about here. Alright, next one, SnClO4. Alright, so we've got the ClO in parentheses with the 4 on the outside. That tells us we've got 1 Sn and then 4 ClO groups. So I look at each of those and I see ClO has a -1 charge. -1, -1, -1, -1. Total -4. Total charge over here +4. That means the tin has a +4 charge. So the name on this would be tin 4. And ClO minus is, there we go, hypochlorite. So that's going to be the name of that, and tin 4 hypochlorite with the 4+ here providing the number, so tin 4 because it's tin 4+, hypochlorite, and that comes off here of the polyatomic ion sheet. Alright, so looking at the next one, we've got PbOH2. That's going to be Pb and 2 OHs. Each of the OHs has a -1 charge. Total negative charge, -2. Total positive charge, +2. That means the lead is going to have a 2+ charge as well. So we know that the name of this is going to be lead, and then a 2, and then a hydroxide. Alright, so the hydroxide again comes from the name of the polyatomic ion sheet. So it'd be lead, 2 hydroxide, the 2 providing the charge here, 2 plus, lead, 2 hydroxide. The ions we put down for this, Pb2 plus, OH minus, lead 2 hydroxide, this one, tin 4, and the hypochlorite.